I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding. From the words I spit, so sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts peeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. And I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. Cause I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon.
What's going on, FM fam? I don't know if it's laggy on y'all's end. It seems to be lagging on my end. I don't understand why. But can I get a quick mic check, please? Somebody down at the bottom, give me a mic check. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Make sure we got this thing going. What happened to the viewers? I know I saw like 19 people up in here. They didn't want to sit through the rest of it. Come on now. Mic check loud and clear. That's what's up. Supra. Let's see. Where we at? How's everybody's week going so far? Man, I got a couple comebacks this week, man. I don't know what the hell. Comeback city for me. I'm dealing with one. Can't really speak too highly on. But looking like we got a major intermittent issue. Happens every once a month. Could happen once a day. Could happen twice a day. And it just so happens that, they bring it in. It's doing its thing. And then I go to check it and it's working. Damn. You can't really diagnose something that ain't broke, right? But yeah, we're going to try to get down to the bottom of this. But anyways, not here to talk about that. Here to talk about what makes a mechanic a technician. How do you go from being a mechanic to a technician? Or what is the difference? I know we've touched on it before. But we're gonna dive a little deeper into it. Now, this could be subjective, based on opinions, and of course, there's always going to be that question: do you need ASCs to be a technician? And we'll cover that in this. So, in my opinion, in my personal opinion, in my professional opinion, in my experience. Y'all see how I worded it, right? What makes a mechanic a technician? So how do we go from being regular Joe Schmo mechanic to a technician? Everybody was once a mechanic. We all started just wrenching. It didn't matter on what. We were trying to fix our parents' cars. We were trying to fix our friends' cars. We weren't even getting paid for this stuff back then. Soda, a hamburger, maybe. So we all started we weren't professionals back then. I mean, we started what? Guys, we were in our teens, maybe early teens, maybe even before that. Hell, I was a bicycle mechanic. Okay, I learned how to fix my bicycle, my chain, my tires, my brakes. Learned all that stuff before I was like 8, 9 years old. And that's when I found, pretty much when I found out, hey, I want to work with tools. And of course, I would see my dad working on the truck. So I always wanted to follow in Pop's footsteps. Little did I know he was actually a welder at that time. Um, but yeah, so we transformed from being a mechanic into a technician, and how we do that is through training, is through experience. Uh, you know, JT and Jason Picaro. I don't know if Jason's up in here, but they covered some of that on Sunday. Um, on more technical. So I was kind of driving while listening to it, so I didn't have 100% attention towards them. But trying to remember, guys. Jason was saying a mechanic is just a mechanic. They just replace parts. Technician gets a little more into it. They understand how systems work and stuff. So with that being said, a technician can hear something, see something, experience something, and pretty much know which way to go with the diagnosis. We can use little to no resources to try to come up with a result, or we know how to find the resources. Mechanics, y'all know mechanics. I say we. I don't care if you call me a mechanic or a technician. It's not gonna hurt my feelings. Some people's feelings do get hurt. I don't understand why. Because the technical side, yeah, we know how to diagnose. We get down multimeters, different kinds of stuff to be able to diagnose issues. And then what happens after we've already diagnosed it, and now it comes to fixing it, right? That's where we become parts changers. So I'll wear that. I'll wear a mechanic name, title proudly, because that's where we came from. You don't forget where you came from. Shouldn't forget where you came from. But that's my opinion on what makes a mechanic a technician. Y'all may have different opinions, and I'd like to hear them and conversate about it. So let's get into the comments. All right, we start off with the members. I see quite a bit of green in here. We got Turner. What's going on, Turner? Sarah, Mobile Diesel. We got Chris JRS. What's going on? Supra. What's going on, Supra? We got Sergio up in here. What's going on, Sergio? Sergio didn't get on last time. I don't remember why. And we got Zach Price. Oh, Zach Price down here in the bottom. What's going on, Zach? How you doing, bro? So let me see. Let's start it off. Let's get this conversation rolling. Vroom. Yes, let's go. TBSS, what's going on, my dude? How you doing, brother? Trans King, Chris. Nah, you're the real Trans King, bro. You the real Trans King. Hello, Fluff and FM fam. What's going on, Super? How you doing? I see you said something down here about being busy. What up, Fluffy? What's going on, TBSS? How is your day? How is my friend doing? Hope you are having an awesome week so far. I am not. This is a struggle week. It's one of those weeks. Struggle bus. Comeback king, if you will. Like I said, I've been dealing with this vehicle since like February. And we let this vehicle go. And then we let it go yesterday. I was like, man, I don't feel comfortable letting it go yet. Because I've only started it twice and it hasn't acted up. I feel like once the customer picks up the vehicle, it's gonna happen. It happened a couple hours after the customer picked up the vehicle. It happened. So you know what that ended up being? A boomerang. Yo, what's going on, Sergio? How was your day, bro? I know it's getting hot over there, right? FM fam, how you guys doing? Hey, y'all, awesome people in the chat. Tiki James, hi y'all. What's going on, y'all? You from Texas? Us Texans say y'all. Mic check loud and clear. Thank you, Supra. I lost my hand while chopping wood. It was an accident. Remember to hit that like button when you come in. Yes, please hit that like button. We got 19 viewers up in here. 8 likes. Loud and clear. Thank you, Turner. Good. Thank you, Tiki. Slammed yesterday, dead today. Bro, we had... This is so rare for us. No matter how busy we get. But it started off slow today. It started off real slow, and then out of nowhere, it got busy, freaking busy. We ended up. I got the last vehicle at about 7:30 today, and right now, let me just tell y'all this. Right now, it's 9:40. Right where I'm at. I got my last vehicle at 9 o'clock, test or 7 o'clock, 7:15, something like that. I don't exactly remember. I went test drove it, couldn't duplicate it, so I go to inspect it. I do my inspection. Now, hopefully tomorrow I'll try to duplicate the concern again. But we still had, I want to say, a total of 6 keys left on the board. That is a lot for us. Normally it's like one. Normally we clear the board, but yeah, yeah. Now we've got a lot of declines though. You know, I don't know. People, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. People don't want to fix their cars no more. At least over here, unless it's warranty, they want the free stuff. Loud and clear. Thank you, Oscar. My paycheck is missing my other half, my sign-on bonus. So now I gotta call HR. Oh man, you better get that squared away. Super, why you got such bad luck, bro? What's going on with that? I was once offered a construction contract in Egypt, but it turns out it was just a I'm reading these like seriously, it's just a joke. Mechanic is more of a parts changer, and a technician would be someone that can diagnose on top of change parts. We transform. We're like transformers, guys. Technicians have to know so much. We have to know so much that has to do with the vehicle. You know how many modules? I mean, y'all know how many modules are on a vehicle nowadays, but how they interact with each other. I've had so many communication issues this year. Man, some I can't even speak on. And sometimes it gets interesting trying to find certain issues. Fluffy, what's going on, Zach? Well, nowadays we are all mechanics and technicians. We all now have to do the same job and same thing, and a mechanic is a professional, and non-professional is a grease monkey. Hell, I used to proudly call myself a grease monkey too. I mean, you cannot be a technician, you cannot be a mechanic without, you know, grease just all the way to your elbows. It's yeah. We could glove up all we want, gloves tear. We'll end up with you know looking like Simba. Yeah, Simba with the little grease. Yeah, um, it's a dirty job, guys. It is a dirty job, and physically demanding at times too. So yeah, I agree, Turner. Up here in Canada, a mechanic has to know how to do everything. A tech just learns the electronic side of the job, where a mechanic encompasses every aspect. Uh, okay, so up there, a tech is basically somebody who doesn't get dirty, right? A diagnostician, if you will. I don't know. I first started hearing that word when I started doing YouTube. Diagnostician. Like what? What? There's a such thing. There's a title to it. I don't know. I just know how to figure stuff out and get the vehicle on and out. Oscar, what's going on, Oscar? Just like a carpenter has to know all trades, understand the trades related to building the house. We have to know different pressures, like how this basically comes down to like AC systems, right? So that's where we deal with it day to day. Now, if you're on the tuning side of it, the performance side, where you have to know, different pressures and um, vacuums and this and that and all the other stuff, right? To tune for performance. But for AC, we got to know how hot, how the heat's gonna affect, our pressures, how humidity is gonna affect pressures, how, so much stuff the outside of the vehicle is gonna affect the inside of the vehicle, you know. And then we have to know, um, hell, sometimes an alignment machine don't even fix the alignment. We have to brainstorm, because the alignment machine is flat. Roads are curved. So sometimes we have to tweak a little thing here and there to be able to get the alignment correct. Am I? Yeah, Zach. Guys, once your badge turns green, you ain't even gotta ask me. Just tell me, Fluff, my badge turned green. You know. So all you gotta do is email me. It's simple. Go to my about me, email me. Hey, Fluff, this so and so turned green. If you want, screenshot it, and but normally I find out. But yeah, Zach, you're worthy of it, bro. Hell yeah, you're worthy of it. 3 months in, Oscar in the house. With that being said, guys, if you're not a member, go ahead and join up because you can earn yourself a magnet just by simply. Some of y'all have gotten uh what's it called gifted 2 months in a row. All you need is that third month. Now, if you've already gotten a magnet under certain circumstances, I mean, it's up to you whether you want to join or not. But we will have, I'm thinking at the 6 month mark, there's going to be another magnet to get released. This one's going to be better because it's not going to have my face on it. It's going to be different. Okay. So if you don't want my pretty face, that face, yeah, that face too. You don't want it on your toolbox. I mean, I'm coming out with another design, guys. And this one's going to be more for the FM fam. Hi, Fluffy. What's going on, Frank? Definitely agree with you, Fluff. I like when y'all agree with me. Makes me feel good. Like I'm not just talking out of my ass. What's good with it, Fluff? What's going on, Second Amendment? What's going on, bro? Hey, Second Amendment was, you know what? I'm not even going to touch on that. I'm going to give up my location. But yes, Second Amendment was not a suggestion. Doing good. I'm doing good. Aside from what's going on at work, I'm doing good. Hello, everyone. What's going on, Peter? How you doing? I did eat yesterday jambalaya. Ooh, jambalaya gives. Before I was a dealer tech, I didn't know I was a parts replacer. I thought I knew it all, and the dealer humbled me real quick. Oh my goodness, guys. Yes, the dealer will humble you. There's always now this goes to say that we don't know everything. Okay, just because we're a technician doesn't mean we know everything that has to do with the vehicle. A technician, part of being a technician is being open-minded enough to be able to keep learning, keep learning, keep learning. Okay, so there's always going to be an issue that we have never seen before, ever, 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 ever. There's going to be a vehicle that we've never worked on, even if you're working on Chrysler, Ford, Chevy. There's always going to be a vehicle you never touched. So we got to teach ourselves as we go, and we got to be open to different suggestions, different tips. And then I don't know how it is for y'all in y'all shops, but in my shop, if we see somebody struggling, man, we go over there, we help them out. Hey, you know what? Try this. So, some of us are stubborn to where we're not going to listen. We're going to do it our way or no way at all. But you got to be open. You got to be open to um, receive different types of knowledge. But yeah, I mean, I love being a dealer tech. Not only do I learn the ins and outs of certain vehicles, but I don't know. It's just something about it. Maybe because that's all I've been is a dealer tech. First time what, Frank? Oh, the first time you ate jambalaya. I think businesses are slow across the board, dude. It is so. It's this. Like in the mornings, and coming around right after lunchtime. Oh man, balls to the wall. From Missouri. Oh, you out there in Missouri? That's what's up, bro. Well, thank you for joining. We've been dead the past 2 weeks just waiting on parts. Parts is becoming an issue again. Parts were becoming available. Parts were becoming available. Then out of nowhere, man, backward. What? Come on now. I don't know what's going on. We are having issues getting techs. I'm cool with that. I am definitely cool with that. Don't bring no technicians into the shop because we were struggling when there were too many. Now, I don't think it's a bad thing for a car to stay overnight. Hell, that's work for the next day. Money is tight nowadays. It's the economy. Oh, definitely. Overnight, gas prices go up 30, 40 cents. Like, dude, what? Why? How? What? Oh, because there was an oil leak. What did the painter say to the wall? One more crack and I'll Turner. Sorry, can't stay, guys. I'll hop on later. Enjoy the live. Definitely will be on Friday. That's what's up, Chris. Thank you for coming in real quick though. Night. See you on the flip side. Michael Hemby. Yes, we don't get paid jack. Sucks, especially when we need to know so much about so many vehicles. What you mean? What you mean by that? Can we elaborate just a little bit, Michael Hemby? Who doesn't get paid jack? As a mechanic, as a technician, what are we talking about? What's going on, M Leisure? How you doing, brother? How are you doing? How are you? Yeah, I just asked that. Hi, Zach. Let me see. Did you heard Beetlejuice too? No. I love your tools. Thank you, Frank. Teach us. That's what I'm doing, brother. That's what I'm doing. How do we know Jesus was a carpenter? Because he showed up 2,000 years ago, and we've been calling him every week. Turner, crazy old man. It's all good, man. Yes, it's a dirty job, and somebody has to do it. Now, what's gonna happen? We'll get into that a little bit later. Fluffy, my bad. Been to go moldy. You were one of the first ones, right? I put all the magnets in envelopes to send them out, right? And I keep telling myself on my test drive, I'm gonna go drop them in the box. I keep forgetting. I keep freaking forgetting. And I'm like, I'm gonna do it when I leave work. Man, I was so worried about getting out of work and hurrying up and getting home that I could go live, and I forgot to do it again. So there's like 4 magnets I need to send out. Actually, if Zach emails me, it's gonna be 5. Like, a postman gonna be busy. Fluffy Mexicanic, who the hell is this guy? Hey, you know what? Maybe they're gonna start following if they. I should just start putting Fluffy Mexicanic and then a big old YouTube symbol right next to it. That way they know. That way, as soon as they see it, I'm gonna look this guy up real quick. Hell yeah. Hey Fluffy, I'm back. Oswaldo, what's going on, my dude? How you doing, brother? I felt like a mechanic yesterday. Couldn't figure out a PO 171. Was struggling real bad. Did everything I could think of and still nothing. On what? What was that on? Porch Monkey, what's going on, dude? I'm so bad. I'm so bad at replying to emails sometimes. I keep reading your message, right? Your email, and then I get sidetracked. Oh my goodness! But yes, I know you've noticed that I'm always late replying. But what's going on, Porch Monkey? How you doing, brother? What's good? Easy Tech, what's going on? Glad you could make it in. I know you're a little busy today. Asked the mechanic why my car engine was humming. He said it's probably because I didn't know the words. It didn't know the words. What's up, Easy? Yeah, my truck front tires are getting bald from one side. Inner? Outer? Is it both fronts? Is it one front? Let's see if we could diagnose it in the chat. Just depending on the tire wear, we could. Boom. Then why did you ask a mechanic yesterday for help? I am the mechanic. Why didn't you? Right? You're inexperienced. I almost read expired. Just kidding. You and JT have taught me a lot. Thanks, y'all. Oh, so you come from JT. That's what's up, bro. Thank you, man. That means a lot. I'll pass the word on. I'm sure he'll see this, but yeah, I'll pass the word along to him. That Tiki James said we are the best on. Yeah, I'm just adding stuff in there. Did you figure out the cause of your PO 101? Shops charge out the booty for labor, but we only get a very small percentage for being fully certified. In my case, we go into school to learn as much as possible to better my knowledge. That could be true to an extent, man. The thing is, I don't want to get all into politics and stuff when it comes to a shop, but depending on the shop and how many um, how many positions it takes to get a car in and out between cashiers, advisors, technicians, parts pullers, not parts changers, parts pullers, um, the back parts counter guys, uh, to being able to keep the electricity on, to being able to keep the water on, to be able to keep um, maintenance up with the facility. There's different subscriptions that they have to pay monthly or yearly, and it's just so much overhead. It's a lot of overhead. And then at dealerships you have the owners, you have um, the GMs, you have the service directors and shop foremans. It's just a whole bunch of people that need to get paid, and so the price of a repair is so high. Because like a well-oiled machine should be a well-oiled machine. That sounds like a bad rap song. Drop it in the box. Could be. Let me see. It was a 2018 Chevy Trax and no Sayer. They left that day. So PO 171. It was a Trax. How many miles were on it? What year? Sup, Fluff Dog? What's going on, Lakes? What is going on? Are you back home? How was your family weekend? Que pasó? What's going on? Is that a song? I'm trying to think. Yeah. What's going on, JP Bettis? How you doing, brother? Did you check the pump and the fuel filter by chance, or just reset the ECU? No worries, Fluff. Life is fast, bro. Oh man, you're telling me, bro. You are telling me. I feel like what we just started up YouTube again, guys. It's already gonna be a year since I started uploading again. I think I started uploading again like July 28th or something like that. When they said, "All right, Fluff, just be careful on YouTube. Everything is a go. Just don't get the dealership in trouble." I said, "Yes." But yeah, everything has been going by so quick, so quick. I feel like as I'm getting older, my days are just and it's even worse if I'm real busy at work. Man, sometimes I don't even remember what I did for the day because I've done so much. It gets crazy. Fluffy, I am almost expired. Nah, you still got a lot of time, bro. You still got a lot of time, Turner. No, didn't want to drop the tank. You got You didn't check fuel pressure? I mean, you could eliminate the fuel filter and fuel pump. I don't, it'd be nice if we could see the flow rate with a sort of gauge. Maybe there is a gauge out there, but it'd be nice to see the flow rate, but we can only see pressure. Did you check fuel pressure? Man, those Trax engines are nasty. Could have been a cat, could have been an injector. No, that's lean. Yeah, could have been an injector. It could have been the upstream O2 sensor. I don't know. I don't know if Chevy works like this, like ours. Normally, our AF sensor throws the lean or rich codes, or it detects the lean or richness. Inner side of the tires, inner side of both front tires. So it's inner side, right? Maybe your toe out, front of the tire, toe out. Because alignments, right? When you're driving, okay, one tire could be out this way, but naturally, as you're driving, they're gonna even out. Okay, so you could be one like real like that, right? I'm gonna go like that. Oh man, my hands don't work. Okay, you could have one like that, boom. But while you're driving, they're gonna scrub and evenly scrub the same. So if both front tires are wearing out on the inner, you're probably towed out. But you'd have to look at the actual scrub marks also, because it could be just both of them are cambered in, negative camber. Too much negative camber. But Supra, normally too much negative camber will result in one tire. Normally when you got both tires wearing at the same rate, could be tow. Brakes and hubs are good. Fluffy in the gang. Hey, all. What's going on, Chief Thunderhorse? How you doing? How you doing, bro? What is causing the negative camber? Could be a bent. Uh, what kind of suspension do you got? I know the old Fords had the twin I-beam suspension, something like that, right? So then at that point, that was worn springs. But I think you have a newer one. 90% of the time, it will be one of these: a faulty fuel pump, regulator, weak fuel pump, plugged pump, clogged fuel filter, a faulty powertrain control module, a vacuum leak. Oh yeah, I forgot about the vacuum leak. Each tire, damn, $150. Tires are not cheap nowadays. Um, Faulty injectors, O2 sensors, faulty mass airflow. The other 10%, you have ignition module core or O2 sensor. Could be your alignment or suspension. Uh, what? When you get truck tool built every week, you become a tech. Not necessarily. I mean, you could be a mechanic buying all sorts of crazy tools from Snap-on and on the Snap-on truck every week for warranty. Balance, alignment, rotate, we're all done. Wait, what? Balance, alignment. So what did your alignment look like? By chance, could you send me the alignment sheet? You need to get a scope. I will send you links to get all the gear. I did so you can have a Mac Daddy set up for under 800 USD. Oh yeah. The Snap-on scanner wasn't giving me any info on the fuel, but freeze frame data, it said 50 psi. It doesn't have a high fuel pump. Like I said, did you hook up a just because it says 50 psi? These are electronics. They can lie to us. They can definitely lie to us. But at the same time, exhaust leaks. They have an exhaust leak. They have an intake leak. Uh, evaporator. I mean, evap purge will probably no. I could throw a link code. I could throw a rich code too. But yeah, I mean, it's so many variables. Best scan tool to buy. Uh, I don't know. I don't know. There's, one scan tool can exceed in one area but lack in another, and then another one can exceed in where the other one lacked, but then lack in where the other one exceeds. I mean, I don't think you can just buy a single best scan tool. I think you're gonna have to need multiple. You become a technician when that's not true. That is not true. Guys, hygiene is so important when you're a technician. You don't want to be in customers' cars smelling like booty. Like what do they call it? Swamp ass. Fluffy, a bad filter may not show on the pressure side. Now, flow rate, the pump could have a fault in the wiring that will cause a short, yet the pump may be working fine. Yeah, that's why I said. I mean, it'd be nice to see flow rate. You know, how many gallons per minute? I mean, we can measure it, gallons per minute, but then again, once there's a load, because you could open up the fuel line, right, and turn that pump on and see how fast the fluid's coming out. But where it's gonna struggle is when it has pressure and it has to fight that pressure and maintain the pressure. Faulty regulator. Sometimes there's faulty regulators inside the fuel pump itself, and that's where kind of monitoring fuel pressure comes into play. But yeah, flow rate on a working system would be nice. Let me see. G, what is your budget? I can tell you the bets for your budget. I am the Scan Tool Master. 600 to 1,000. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Twin I-beam 2-wheel drive. And you didn't have no camber? Twin I-beam 2-wheel drive. That definitely sounds like Warren Springs. What year is your vehicle? I was thinking if the tread is even on the rest of the tire, it would be camber. But if it's gradually increasing, then I think so. You'll be feathering too. We would have to see the tires. Auto. You think auto? Autel launch. What's the other one? You want Mac Daddy? No, not even Snap On. Snap On doesn't even, you know. Negative camera. I would look at damaged control arms on a twin I beam. Damaged hard parts. Good evening, Fluffy. What's going on, Bill? How are you doing? Bill Beckett up in the building. You need to get a secondary scan tool like the Think card so you can observe more. True, balance, alignment, and rotate have already been done. It's after it started showing. So there could have been something wrong with their alignment machine, um, to where they adjusted it according to what the machine was reading, but it could have been out of spec. I had to go get a second opinion. Or take it back to them and be like, look, bro, y'all did the alignment, still messing up. But you got to be careful with that because, I mean, it's so easy for a shop to say, oh, well, you probably hit a pothole. It's been 3 or 4 months since you had it done. I mean, you got to be careful with it. I smoke tested both fuel and engine, no smoke at all. I know they are not notorious. They are notorious for purge valves, purge vent valve on valve cover leaking, but both were perfectly fine. Did you read? I don't know how. Like I said, I don't know how. Was it a passcode? Was it current? I don't know how Chevy reads, but I know Nissans we read in percentages. So we could go like down to 70%, and we could go up to like 140%. Of course, 140 is going to be lean on the lean side. 70 is going to be on the rich side. That's percentage of fuel being put into the vehicle or into the combustion chambers. I use Auto. I don't have an Auto. I got Think Car and I got Launch. Back on toilet. Oh, what? Let me see. Think Car Pros. As Turner, Pine Hollow Diagnostics makes the thing sing. You can make a flow meter cheap and easy using a cheap fuel pressure gauge. Oh man, I ain't got time for that. I mean, if somebody has the time for that, then yeah, cool. Man, I don't even know how to do that. I'm not a genius like that. Truck has no control arms, just spring and shock. 2001 Ford F-250. Yeah, I would look at getting your springs replaced. For show, for show. 8-nut wheel and light truck 285 tires. Dang. 285, those are some monsters. Now, let me ask you this. Are you lifted? Do you have, like, them? It's 285s. That's a fat tire. Are you, like, set for off-roading? Or what do they call it? Pavement queen? I don't know. Um, do you have a deep dish? You know? Sorry, I'm late, Fluff. There was an accident. Had to take about alternate route. You're good, DLC. Thank you for the $10 donation, though. Very much appreciated. Uh, you know where that's going? That's going to the next what's it called? Next member only giveaway. Yeah. In that range, go for Think Car Pros. The Launch X 431 and V Pro Elite X2 D9 or the top down Phoenix Plus. They used to heat and bend the I-beams back in the 80s. They were actually doing that just so they didn't have to replace springs. That is crazy. That's crazy. After messing with the mass airflow, I cleared faults and drove it around the block, to which is like 5 miles. No faults. Customer took it and car shut down at idle on her. Car shut down. Oh no, yeah, something's definitely going on with that. May not be a sensor issue. 350. Oh man, those springs are worn. Those springs are sagging, bro. During test drive, short term and long term was close to zero. What should it be at? No lifted OEM. Yeah, I'd look at replacing your springs, bro. Definitely look at replacing your springs. That's a 250. That's a 250. I mean, hell, That's quite a bit of mileage though. 350,000. I've only seen two vehicles in my lifetime with mileage like that. Maybe the car just done. Oh, don't like the owner. Y'all ever get those vehicles? This goes back to the way I'm dealing with right now. Them damn vehicles that act up on the customer no matter what. The moment they bring it to the shop, they get scared of the mechanic. And they don't want to act up. We could have the vehicle for a whole week. It won't act up. The moment the customer picks it up and takes it around the block, it acts up on them. Damn. Just big ass tires. Those are some big old tires. What are you running? Like 285, 75? What's your rim size? What up, FM family? What's going on, Wrench and Mafia? How you doing, bro? How are you doing? Hopefully your day was good. My day was crap. What up, all? What's going on? Quick Wrench. How you doing? How you doing? Last time I had a PO 171 on a cruise, it was bad fuel pressure regulator. Yeah, the damn regulators. It'd be so nice if they could make it easier on us, right? Where's the fuel pressure regulator in that vehicle? Is it on the fuel rail or is it down in the fuel pump? I don't know if that has a return list or a return system. I upgraded, guys. I went from a 40 ounce to a damn half gallon. Spring okay. I will go to AutoZone tomorrow. But do I need new tires? So here's the thing. You can replace this. This is where it gets tricky. You can get that thing back to OEM or specifications for your height. But if you don't put new tires on it and they go to align it again, it's going to throw off the readings again because now your tire is like fighting against the spring. So, yeah, I advise to get new tires. Yeah. So once you put those springs on, get new tires. And like I said, take it in, get another alignment. Now, what surprises me is the fact that the shop did not catch that. I mean, how often for y'all in y'all used to these diesels, y'all used to these Fords, how often should you be replacing the springs on those? It's OEM suspension, but what about the wheels and tires? You got aftermarket, you got some big old wheels on it. Take it to a shop, dude, and see what's going on. Don't waste your money at AutoZone until you have a confirmed diagnosis. Very true, very true. Yeah, because it is pretty hard to diagnose over the internet, but I mean we could try our best to lead you in the right direction. So while driving home, I saw my mechanic on the side of the road crying. Don't know what happened, but it was clear he had a break. Where are you coming up with all these, Turner? Where are you coming up with all these? Wheels are OEM, but the tires are LT. The truck takes 275, LT 285, and the truck takes 275. That's not too much of a difference. Wheels are OEM. I mean, you're might affect speed a little bit, but that's about it. Yeah. That is crazy. Yo, Fluff is that the badges has turned nice shade of dewdrop metal green. That's what's up, Zach. If you're in here, Zach, I got your email. I just checked right now. So yeah, Oswaldo, we need you to take that truck back to the shop or to a different shop and get them to diagnose it. Might cost you a little bit for them to diagnose it, but fuel filter OEM. But yeah, you want to get that thing checked out right away. Because like you said, tires are expensive, $150 a tire. Now for those 285s, I'm not gonna lie. It's a little on the cheap side. I was expecting 285s to be around close to $300. Fuel filter OEM. Just kidding. What you talking about? Oh, you're talking about the fuel filter? Oh yeah. Ugh. So what do we think, guys? How often do these springs need to be replaced on these old 250s? You check your torsion bar. Let's see, taking a bit. Did you check your torsion bar? And if it has a ball joint on the torsion bar, like some Fords do, that could be your issue. Oh, oh. Tech makes the big dollars. We can, but wrenching, wrenching. Um, a good mechanic can too. You know, they can find ways to bust out parts like a mother, and then they end up out flagging the technician, and we're like, wait, hold up. Um, are you flat reading? Because bro, you kind of doing that quick while we're over here dealing with heat cases and intermittent issues and stuff like that. You know, Mula, Jillander, Yokohama's. I don't know what those look like. The regulator was underneath, just in front of the rear passenger tire, but that was a 2017 Cruise. I might be on the same platform, ish. I mean, it's a Trax, same engine. I feel like they grabbed the Trax and just put it on a Cruise um, platform. Uh, I think I think another thing that's a pain. We have no AC in the shop. AC in the lobby went out, so even the customers are miserable. Oh man, that's here. We don't have no AC in the shop. And my water cooler went out the other day. I was like, man, I had to replace my pump. Now ever since I replaced the water pump on the cooler, it just seems like it's not cooling as well. So it feels a lot more hot. I got $793 worth Ford OEM parts delivered today from Rock Auto for 230. Wow, that's a deal. Uh, is twin I beam suspension good for a F 250? I don't know. I don't think so. I think twin I beam was. You end up with issues like that. The springs start sagging. Big camber issues. I remember that because when I was in tech school, my instructor drove a F 250, and he would talk about that a lot. Heat death in Texas. Oh man, Oswaldo, it's been hot. It's been hot lately. You're not too far from me, but the customer is a chronic complainer. They deserve the misery. Uh, I can't agree with that. I mean, I'd like to, but I can't. I just ordered an entire set of Hyper Tough tools, and dang, wait, did you use Hyper Tough? Is Hyper Tough on Amazon? Y'all know it's Amazon day, right? Or Prime Day. What year is your truck again? It is a 2000 and Uno. For $229. Dude, that is crazy. That's crazy insane. I started looking up those parts again that you sent me, and I was showing one of my buddies in the shop, right? Because he's a real big gamer on PC and stuff. And yeah, he was like, "Man, this will be a good build." Aside from need power supply box and all that stuff. The monitors. I already have one monitor. I'm looking at another one like yay big. You know. Now I don't have to run multiple screens. I just have one screen and split it up into like 10 different windows. And it's only the second month of summer. Don't remind me, bro. Here in Texas, August is the killer month. Ooh. I don't know. Hopefully August is a little more calm. I feel like the seasons are slowly shifting to where summer's coming in earlier and leaving a little earlier. Because August used to be super hot, super crazy, and now it's like end of June to the end of July, early August is our hot times now, and then August starts, mellowing out. The twin I beam is awesome for ride comfort, but for off road or HD applications, it's no good and no bueno. 2001. Hyper Tough is a Walmart brand, but some tools actually aren't brand. Why did I think Hyper Tough was over at um, Home Depot? That's Husky. Yeah, I'm tripping. Front suspension, not rear. Let me see. 2001 F250 has a straight axle with leaf spring. Oh, see, I don't know. Talking in front or rear solid axle. If you do a twin I beam, get one of the. Wait, what? Ford still uses twin I beam. If you do a twin I beam, get one off a 2009 F350. It will fit, but is a bit more rigid. I didn't know they were still. What the hell? Yeah, I combined them up. My buddy knows his stuff. Could do literally half that. Just build it off Amazon deals. Yeah, I mean, my buddy was saying basically the same thing you were saying, bro. He was like, I was showing him, and he's like, look, these are the most important. You're building it up for the future, and exactly what you said. He's and that DDR5. I was like, oh, okay, okay, man, a little pricey. I would stick with the straight axle, to be honest. Let me see. How are your bushings on your control arms? No, in 23. No, in 2023. No WFT. No control arms. Twin I beam. Yeah, super. He don't have control arms. They're twin I beam suspension. So it's like this, and it goes like that. It goes like that. So let me see if I could explain this right. The right spring controls the left the left wheel, and vice versa, right? I don't know. Hey, look who. What's going on, cuz? I thought you were studying tonight. Thank you for coming in real quick and making your presence be known. Guys, y'all see this, right? I had to send my cousin out a magnet right away. I got ballsy and I sent it to the base. Almost got him in trouble. I said, hey, I'm not going to be the one getting in trouble. I ain't worried about it. Dude, my hyper tough ratchets have like a sensitive trigger. They ain't fat. Let me see. Have a sensitive trigger. They ain't fast. Tried to break one today and it busted the fastener loose instead. So that's good. That's real good. Speed doesn't always mean strength. You know, torquey. Where think about it like this, Porch. When we're talking about torquey applications, okay, let's take a big rig or an earth mover or something, for instance. Okay, for high torque, we're in low gear. Low gear, we're not putting a lot of speed down. We want to move. Oh, excuse me. Tow trucks, for instance. I don't know if y'all remember granny gears. The granny gear was like a stupid low gear, and it delivered so much torque to get move stuff. Yeah, I only know that because some old head told me about that, but I retained it. Okay, remember what I said about being a technician? You got to retain information. You got to keep that information up here. It's not so much that we got big heads because we're just full of air. No, we're just got to keep that knowledge. But yeah, slow and strong. Slow and strong. Ford does not use twin I-beam in 2023. When did they stop? Oh, we need a Ford tech up in here. Hold up. Hello, Fluffy, and everyone in the chat. What's going on, Raging? You get your truck back yet? You get that transmission good? Okay, I will take it in for a check. Let us know. Hopefully, you can let us know on Friday. If you're calling modern I-beam versus the old 1980 to 1998 I-beam that you described. Oh, did I describe the wrong one? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, we got independent, um, yeah, wishbone. We got wishbone, McPherson strut style. Control arm with the strut ish, elbow, knee, whatever you want to call it, type deals. Now I'm tired of studying already. Justin just popped in to say goodnight, FM fam. Oh, that's what's up, cuz. Thank you for coming in. Um, let's see, good vibes. Yeah, hopefully, hey, good luck on your test tomorrow, bro. Good luck. Make make me proud. Nah, make us proud, bro. Make us proud. Good vibes. Thank you. It's crazy. Granny with the Lolo. Yes. Look at it. Joe Mama came in. He heard Granny gear and he's like, I know what the hell he's talking about. Okay, be back. All right. All right. All right. Yep, picked it up last Saturday. Is it good? We good? We golden? Is it working good? Um, let's see. How you doing, Fluffy? I'm doing good. Bob Father. What's going on, Bob Father? How you doing, bro? Oh no, it was manual torque on a C's bolt for a for a. Shannon Dickinson, just a quick hi to all at work, but just wanted to stop in. Oh man, you're working during the nighttime? You're working during the nighttime? Man, I wish I could work at night. My ideal shop would be like from noon to midnight. I am not a morning person whatsoever. Yeah, nah. I will sit through my alarm. Not sit through it, but sleep through it. It's perfect. But yeah, thank you for stopping by, Shannon. Um, make that money. Yeah, I'm third shifter. What do you do? It's perfect. What do you do? You working in like I don't even know what you do. Fleet? I don't know. Yeah, I'm third shifter. Dang. So what do the hours look like? Is it like graveyard, or is it evening, or what do they call it? Swing shift? I don't know. Power steering rack. I was trying to break the electric ratchet because they were all smack talking. Oh, so you wanted to break it on purpose and hyper tough. A little corny, but I mean, it proved itself, right? Make tooling for furniture companies. 10 p.m. Oh yeah, that's graveyard. Or is that swing? I don't know. What's the difference between graveyard and swing shift? Or is it the same thing? Yeah, I don't know if I could do that. Oh man, dang, that is crazy. Make tooling for a furniture company. Trivia: what does a gas car have? Hold on, wait till it pops up in StreamYard. Oh my god. What does a gas car have that a diesel does not? Vacuum. Am I right? An intake. Uh, Stopped using split I beam in 2009, but it was an option, not a standard, and could be found on some of the 350, 450, and 550s are huge. Most of them are solid I beam with radius arm and solid axle or differential with CB on four-wheel drive. A solid I beam? What would a solid I beam be? What the hell? Swing I think is 3 to 11, and grave is 11 to 7. At least that's what I'm used to. I don't know. My mom used to work. Let me see. DLC, are you still in here? What did y'all used to work? It was a graveyard, right? They worked anyway. It was like 6:30 to 6:30. 6:30 at night in the evening to 6:30 in the morning, or some weird stuff like that. 12-hour shifts. I love your video so much, and you are a beautiful person. And you're a good teacher, mechanic. Good job. Thank you, Frank. Appreciate you, bro. 6.0. 6 point. Why did I say 6.0? 6.4 Power Stroke Death Date. 2010. Solid I beam is two-wheel drive. Why would you get a 250 in a two-wheel drive application? Wait, I don't know. Spark plugs. Oh, Yeah, yeah, you're right. But also, I mean, I said vacuum, right? That's not something physical. That's just something they create. A gas engine creates a vacuum. Um, but yeah, diesels have glow plugs versus. Okay, how's this? How's this? Okay, I know. I already know the answer, right? But I should turn this into a short, like Jay Z. JT says, okay, I don't work on diesels, but how do diesels combust the fuel? Anybody know? Y'all diesel guys, don't answer. Okay, I want the gas guys to answer that. Gonna get an OTC vacuum gauge, launch X431 V Pro 4, Icon fuel pressure gauge, and Icon brake piston turn back kit. Damn, that's a lot of tools. That sounds like a lot of money. Have you ever ate jambalaya? I have not. No, sir, friend. I have not. Swing shift. 1 week you're on first shift. Next week you're on second shift. Third. Oh, that makes sense. We got JT up in the house, Mr. Online Mechanic Tips. What? Let me see. What y'all talking about tonight, my dude? Did I say it right? Uh, we are talking about what makes a mechanic a technician. So I'm vibing off of your last stream. So talking about JT the car guy. So what makes a mechanic? How does he transform into being a technician? And what are ultimately the differences, right? So we talked about how technicians, we have to know a lot about the car. Yes, we all started out as mechanics doing this stuff for free to learn and everything. Technicians, we grow. A mechanic grows into being a technician. We um we're open minded to learn new stuff, new products, new systems. We have to know bumper to bumper on the vehicle how systems operate, how to find resources if there's resources available, how to fix a vehicle without resources also, and then of course ultimately experience. So yeah, thank you for the $10 donation, JT. Dang, that's what's up, bro. um should I mention what the next project go? No, I'm just kidding, bro. All right, JT, thank you for the donation, my dude. Appreciate you. Let's see, diesel don't have spark plugs. Very true. Or gumbo. No, I haven't. I have not. I have not. Do you follow Garage 54? I don't. TBSS, I do not. I've slowly stepped away from a lot of the big YouTube channels, like bigger, like way big, like million subscriber type deals. I've tried focusing on, our community, our little community, our big community. We got a pretty big community going on. My F550 has solid I-beam rear-wheel drive with coils and radius arms, and torsion bar has the horrible ball joint. Radius arms and torsion bar and ball joints and coils and whoa, that's a lot of parts on a suspension. Yeah, I'm just used to a strut and a control arm and a knuckle. Pressure. Yes, pressure. The greater the pressure, the bigger the bang. The bigger the bang. As far as far I can't read. And as for getting a 550 rear-wheel drive is fuel mileage, less parts wear out, cheaper repairs. Does it have a different final drive? Why do diesels rev low? I I don't have an answer for that. Why do diesels rev low? I'm not even diesel certified. I'm just talking about my ass right now. Um, I have no idea. Well, I know they can't spin at the RPMs that gasoline engines do. I mean, what do diesels spin up to? 25, 3,500 RPM? Maybe. Talking about JT the car guy. And my dude. What's going on, BFT? Glad you could make it up in here, bro. What is going on? I love dance moves. Moves or movies? Oh, I know. What what you got? What you got? What up, Anthony? Diesel engines run at low RPM because of their long stroke length, heavier weight, and higher compression ratio. So what happens? What happens if you over rev a diesel? I mean, like I know it could be damage stuff, but what is the reason? Does it build pressure too quickly, or what? Hey, what's going on? Uh, what are you doing Friday, BFT? Like to get you back on the channel, and just because I mean we need a topic. Lately, I've just been like, man, what do I think of? What do we talk about tonight? What are we gonna talk about? So I'd be normally throughout the day or throughout the week, I think of what we're gonna talk about on streams, and lately it just ain't nothing been interesting enough to talk about. So I have to come up with stuff as I get home, and then I'm like, oh, gotta try to think of a thumbnail. Man, the thumbnail sometimes can be difficult. OBD2 3 equals technicians. OBD2, there's OBD3. I have not heard that before. John can. Yeah, I don't know. Can I say the answer? Yeah, go for it. Go for it. Say Lakes Auto. Oh, Lakes Auto. How's it going? Sayer, Turner. Uh, but it's not a technician shop. It's a mechanic. That's what they call it, right? I'm gonna start calling it a technician shop. What up, FM fan? What's going on, Paul P? How you doing, bro? Yeah, we just got a swarm of folks come in. That is what's up. How's it going, Bearded Fort Tech? Pretty good here. Well, I have to head out. Have a good night, guys. You too, Shannon. Enjoy your work night. Night, Shannon. How come diesels has no spark plugs? How does it work by compression? So, I mean, it's like diesels, kind of like guys, not diesel certified, but from what I understand, is like oil, right? Diesels like oil, and so like when diesels have an oil leak from the turbos, that's when this happens. Or is it? I know I saw it. That's when that happens, right? Because you can't shut it off. The oil just keeps burning and igniting, and that's what causes a runaway. I just know I know a scratch of the surface of diesel. Basically just from me hearing certain things. Never experienced any of it, but just through through hearing about it. But yeah, it's just off compression. So the compression on the compression stroke ignites the diesel fuel, and boom, not an explosion, but a controlled burn, right? Do we still use that controlled burn or controlled ignition in a diesel? Or is it actually a kaboom? Man, diesels knock like crazy. Compression is the answer. Yes, sir. Diesel uses the heat from combustion. Glow plugs heat the cylinder. BFT does stay on that only on cold starts or starting. Once it's heated, that's it. It keeps using that heat to combust. So the heat from the combustion or from the squeezing, damn, diesel combusts under what we call friction heat, created from compression pressures. Now, with that being said, how much psi can we expect out of a healthy diesel engine? It can run away, and those runaway diesel engines are scary. They are scary. I've only seen videos. What causes a diesel to run away? Glow plugs also make it better to start the truck in the cold. I've seen a bunch of videos where guys are like, there's so much talk about how hard it is to start a diesel in the cold. Um, and then there's videos of, oh, my diesel starts up fine. I don't know. What do? They turn the vehicle on, wait till the light glows, the glow plug light goes out, and then they started or something like that, right? There's a little routine to it. Yep. Worst case scenario of over revs is bent or broken uh con rods, connecting rods. The older two-stroke diesels used to love revving up high. Like for real, for real? Is that where they were happy? Hey there, Beard or Tech, how have you been? The two-stroke would oh, it would explode at 3,800 RPM max. Power would come at oh, so you got to be quick on the shifts then. I remember one time a mechanic teacher, he taught me 4 words: suck, squeeze, bang, blow. That's what we live by. Now, what are the 3 things? We're out here learning. Okay, what are the 3 things needed to combust on a gas engine? A gas engine. Yes, Frank. Suck, squeeze, bang, blow. Don't say that in front of the wrong person either. When a diesel starts to pull oil from the crank from bad valve springs, valve rings, or turbo, you may have a runaway issue. And when that happens, you need to choke the intake ASAP. So it's possible to shut it down then. I've been good. I've always seen once it does this little runaway, the operators run away. Uh, glow, glow, ugh. Glow plugs will run on cold starts and will sometimes trigger until engine reaches a temperature. So once there's a certain temperature achieved on the in those by the coolant temp, exhaust temp, or what? Gasoline is spark ignition versus diesel is compression ignition. Correct. Very correct. Very true. Heat from the compression ignites the diesel fuel oil. Diesel oil. Yeah, I know y'all have heard about diesels running off of vegetable oil, right? Has anybody actually tried that? Or just a block heater? Is a block heater always necessary? Or like when do you need a block heater? At what temperatures? I think it's about 400 psi on the little diesel Volkswagen. So would that be somewhat similar to a on a bigger diesel? I mean, because the diesel has to ignite. So I imagine it's about the same. T, huh? Let me see. Fuel pump pressure in the tank is about 46 psi. Fuel rail pressure is upwards 5,000 psi, man. And I remember we touched on it very small, very small. Um, like when we're in tech school and stuff. Like those pressures, mainly we talk about it in hydraulics, but diesel always comes up. At what psi does diesel become dangerous, or does any fluid become dangerous? Because 5,000 psi is a whole hell of a lot. What is your asking fuel pressure or compression? Older ones had to wait for glow plug light to go off. Now you can turn the key on. It's instant, even in the cold. That's cool. On a cold crank, you could have 450 to 490 psi. On a hot running stroke, some will hit 1,000 psi. Damn, damn. See, and I've seen diesel compression gauges, but I've never like looked at the range. Cause like, let me see, what is mine? My compression tester goes up to like 250, and when so wet compression test. When I first did it, I was blowing my shraders like crazy because it would hit 250 and I'd be like, whoa, shut it down. And then I couldn't hold compression anymore on the gauge. And then when we started learning, pour your small amount in there and then give it a couple turns and then put your gauge on there. So what happens when you're young, dumb, and think you know everything. I just bought a 406 short bed Chevy for 1,500. Nice. What you gonna do with it? I saw. Oh my god! Yesterday, right? Yesterday, I was coming home from work, I'll touch on this real quick. I was coming home from work and I saw, man, it had to be like a 96, 97, 98 S10 Extreme. I should buy that. I should have stopped, asked how much. It would have been so cool. Get an S10 Extreme on the channel and just play with it. Play with it, you know. Fuel, spark, timing, compression. That's four things. Four things. So fuel, spark, and compression is all we need to start a gasoline engine. Timing, yeah, we gotta have correct timing, you know. But basically, you know, we're looking for that triangle. Um, you know, fuel or air, fuel, and compression, right? No, air, fuel, and spark. Not, I don't remember. Damn. Now I'm confusing myself. Air, fuel, spark. We do need compression. There's a little more. You know, we gotta have a little more to achieve it. I rolled in and saw a comment about 3,800 RPM, two strokes. Then realized we must be talking about screaming Jimmys. Oh, what's going on, Shop Cat? How you doing? How's it going? Runaway is scary. I'd run away. I'd run away. I would have never thought to chuck the intake because and this is a serious question because you know it's might sound a little dumb, but does diesel need air to combust? Uh, might be a dumb question, but will choking the intake actually cut it down, cut it out? Let me see. Have you seen those Cummins that make 2K horsepower? I have not. I have not. Teacher, we out here teaching, bro. We out here teaching. Air, fuel, spark, compression. Wasn't it three? Wasn't it three? Bearded Fortec. I lost my train of thought. Air, fuel, spark, compression. Yes, we need all three, but air, fuel, and spark are the three main ones, right? I thought it sounded nasty. Suck, squeeze, bang, blow. That's what we live by. That's what we live by. You say suck, squeeze, bang, blow to a normal person, they're gonna think nasty thoughts. You say that to a technician, and they're gonna ask you what kind of engine you talking about. I carry a CO2 fire extinguisher for runaways. I will let it go in the intake, suffocating the engine and instant shutdown. Is it safe for the engine? Like, can you um I don't want to say restore, but fix the issue and still use that engine, or do you have to really like tear into it and start replacing stuff? But I saw one time. But I saw one time to stop runaway is put in oh, damn. I guess that'd be where the intake kind of is, right? My instructor at tech school was an old school Detroit guy and forced the 471 I had just put together into runaway. We're diving under tables. He didn't even put out his smoke. Dang. Diesels can run off. Oh, what the? Ouch. Is that red diesel? Is that the red diesel they talk about? No, the compression on cold is for the most part the same on all sizes of diesel engines. Gotcha. Alaska is when you need a block heater. Man, I'm still getting so much hate on my on that video where I showed that car from Alaska. Everybody really, oh my god. I mean, YouTube comments, these commenters, and they be acting crazy sometimes. I'm still getting heat. I'm like, yo, I wouldn't have showed that the vehicle's from Alaska if I didn't know what those damn pads under there. I call them C4. I mean, come on. I call them kaboom. I know those ain't bombs. I know they're not. Uh, most of the world is just so gullible. Block heater is for cold temps like North Idaho cold. North Idaho. I miss Idaho. I want to go back. I want to go back just for a quick little vacation one of these days, one of these weeks, just to see my old city, my old town. Go take the family up to the mountains, show them what I lived in my childhood. I'm referring to the 6.7 Power Stroke. So you're saying on the 6, 7 power stroke for transmission fluid. Is there? Let me see. Nah, I'm not gonna ask that. The large diesel engines above 10 liters use timing and or grid heater instead of glow plugs. Really? A 10 liter? That's a huge engine. Diesels can run off used motor oil. So, well, yeah, it could run off its own oil. How okay? So how long can a diesel run off of its own oil? So if it has 10 quarts of oil in it, how long is it going to take to burn that off? That's what, 3.5 gallons? No, I'm lying. Two, yeah, 3 gallons, something like that. I doing quick math. Yes, one time I never believed my mom and ex boyfriend. He works truck driver. He told me, he says diesel run with peanut oil and biodiesel or red diesel. What is it? I heard, okay, so I heard this weird thing that red diesel is just dye. It's just a dye that they put in it. I don't know if that's true. All fluids will become dangerous at 160 psi. That is enough to rip skin. Oh, so it's oh yeah, it's not. Oh, I remember that. I remember that. Uh, don't put your finger there, Fluff. 5,000 psi fuel roll pressure is little numbers. Cummins ISL CM 22350 runs 20K plus. And what would that application be in? Shopcat. What's up, Bearded Fortech? PCM talks to the glow plug. Y'all have a glow plug module? That's crazy, guys. We got modules for everything, and vice versa. Hey, Wrenching. We never get to test hot compression, but it can be done if the diesel has glow plugs. Now, this is going to be another dumb question because I don't know. Is a glow plug just some? What's it look like? Does it look like a spark plug that just uses? Is it a filament? I feel so dumb asking these questions. Small block Chevy SBC. Storm messed my garden up bad tonight. Y'all had a bad storm up there? A garden. Like, you have a vegetable garden, flower garden. What you got? Uh, hey, bearded sayer, lakes, short bed Chevy. I don't know. What do you mean lakes? Man, I can see lakes driving a an old, not old, but square body, um, short bed. Do you guys check fuel pressure with scanner and at fuel line and compare readings? And also, do you guys check duty cycle on fuel pumps? I don't. I don't. I don't get too far into like duty cycles and stuff. You know, I'm normally checking. Do they have fuel pressure? Do they have power and ground at the fuel pump? Nissans, guys, Nissans are so easy to work on. I'm sure Bearded Fortech can tell y'all. It doesn't take a smart guy. It does not take somebody that needs to be a rocket scientist to work on a damn Nissan. Nissans are fairly simple, although they don't like people to get into their systems, you know, the whole right to repair stuff. But Nissans are freaking simple to work on. Every now and then you'll get that one that kicks your butt. But as far as fuel pressure with the scanner, now we're being able to monitor fuel roll pressure on some vehicles that are direct injected. But if they're not direct injected, then we in order to see fuel pressure, we have to hook up to the line. Yeah, I'm referring to the 6 Ford Power Strokes. That's crazy. That is crazy. But I wonder if all of them, if all diesels would be able to do that. Instant start for diesels today. Or are you talking about the whole starting instant diesels for startup or instant start for diesels today? It better be because nowadays people are so go. We don't even let our vehicles warm up anymore. I mean, here in Central Texas, we ain't got to let them warm up. My vehicle's still probably sitting at 100 degrees right now outside, and I mean, it could sit outside all day. and it's running at 100 degrees, and it's up to temp in what 20, 30 seconds. High quick range mafia. Hello, shop cat. I used to work on 18 wheelers. They have very high psi. That's what scares me. That scares me. I'm not gonna lie. Um, every we've all done it, right? I know I've done it. Don't tell the EPA, but where you're doing an AC job and you forget to evac the system, pop a line and now the shop is laughing at you. Oh, look at that! That's a familiar face. Not a familiar face, but a familiar name. Nick, do you recommend buying a 2001 Ford Ranger? My cousin is selling his, and it has 130K miles. BFT, Turner, you guys that know about Fords and stuff, honestly, the Ford Rangers probably one of the, in my opinion, one of the. I've heard they're one of the best trucks that Ford had. Um, but with that being said, 130K thousand or 130,000 miles or 2001, that's low mileage for that year. Very low mileage for that year. Hell, I say go for it. Why not? Thank you for the $5 though, Nick. Appreciate you. It's been a while since we've seen you up in here. Let me see. Now I lost my spot. I blew a tranny. Oh god, I'm that far behind. Airfield sport. Oh, here we are. Lakes, what's up? Let me see. Small block Chevy 406. The heads were 3,000 only. Oh man, you got a deal on that? Nice. Let me see. R67 Power Strokes. The good engine BFT. Air fuel spark compression. But what were the three main things? Was it compression or is it just air fuel spark? Look at it closely. Did you see the video of the shredder blowing up on the dyno at 3,000 horsepower? What are we talking about? Was there a video out there? Uh, I'm putting my 406 in my stolen. Stolen? Oh man, stolen. Hold it. Wait, hold it. Chardy, careful, man. You don't wanna get caught. I see a lot of YouTube shorts on runaway diesels with people stuffing rags and turbos to kill it. Does it work? Does it really work? Yeah, combustion needs oxygen. I mean, like I said, it was a dumb question. A dumb question. I don't know because there's I don't know high compression. Will it still ignite or will it just hydrolock? Will it hydrolock if there's no air? At the landfill, there is so much methane in the air that the trucks will run away and not shut off. Same with equipment. You can cut the fuel and it will still run. Dude, that is crazy. That's crazy. But I mean, does it damage the engines or the diesel engines? Uh, fast fuel air spark timing. Never heard of it like that. Fuel air spark timing. Wrenching, I do it with tool to see what pressure sensor is reading, then a manual reading with a gauge. Sometimes we can't always trust our electronics. They can lie to us. Yes, diesels need air to combust. This is why the old two-stroke had blowers. They were not used to they were not used to add power. They were used to supply air as they pulled air from the bottom of the cylinder. Ah, gotcha. Finally got my RBRT wrench. How are you liking that? I mean, how's the feel of that RBRT wrench? Fuel spark compression. Fuel spark compression. But we need air, Lakes. We need air. I don't know. We're all over the place with this right now. Sometimes you can salvage a diesel after a runaway, but in most cases, it's not possible. So once a diesel runs away, you're telling me it's compromised. That's it. You need a new engine. I I blew a tranny means something totally different to a technician, or I blew. Yes, yes. I blew a tranny, man, or I got a, I got a tranny to do. No, I'm doing a tranny tomorrow. I'm doing a tranny right now. It would. It's funny reading it, but when you're out in the shop and you talk like that, it's like we don't even think of stuff like that. So there's times I will be uploading a video, right? Boom, replace the CVT tranny, and it'll flag the video. I'm like, yo, what? And then it's because I can't do that. I have to use the word transmission. Okay, yeah. YouTube doesn't know about mechanics, obviously. Detroit guys carry a square of plywood, smack it over the intake, and not destroy the turbo with a rag. But does the oil getting into the cylinder, does it cause any issue? I had fuel issues, but fuel pressure was okay. Duty cycle was way off on fuel on the fuel pump. So on Volkswagen, or you work for Volkswagen Volvo, I don't remember. Y'all work on duty cycle? The fuel pump works on duty cycle? I mean, I know there's a way to check it. I never, like I said, I don't get that far into it. I just check power, ground. Um, I know some of, let me see, I like the Armadas, they have a fuel pump module controller for high fuel pressure, low fuel pressure. Yeah, never really, I've never really dug that far into it. So I wouldn't even remember unless I actually looked at the service manual and had to perform that task. Diesel can spin backwards. Can it? Wait, hold on. Wait. It'll run backwards, like you know, it'll stay running but go in the opposite direction. How would you know, and how would you correct it? That's crazy. That is insane. Pump. You can put a butane torch to diesel fuel and it will not combust. It takes a lot of cowbell to burn ignite diesel. Yes, that's a good thing about diesel is that. So wait, hold on. Let me ask y'all this. So when diesels or semi trucks crash, right? How do they explode? How do they combust? That's something. Is it because of the oils, transmission fluids, and stuff like that, or is it because the engine cracks? I don't know. I don't know. That's something I've always wondered. Like if diesel fuel does not burn with a lighter or flame, how do diesel or semi trucks explode? Hydraulic fluids. I see hydraulic fluids down there. Diesels can run off any oil plant, synthetic or veggie. If it's oil, it will eat it. It doesn't care. It does not care. Pump. I monitor with the tool. Let's see. How long did you live in Idaho for? I lived in Idaho for 11 years. So my first 11 years is where I spent um, in Idaho. I spent my first 11 years in Idaho. And ever since then, I've been down here in the Lone Star. They won't even sell you a new car without a block heater here in Alberta. Really? So that's dealer installed, but they're aftermarket parts. That must be nice side hustle installing block heaters. It doesn't look too hard. I mean, what do they run off? Is it switched? Do they have a switch or is it ignition? Does it turn on by ignition? Is it timed out? Is there a module that controls it? No fuel pressure on. Oh no, fuel pressure is on 6.7. I can't. I don't even know. I've never converted uh, what the PSI is on our fuel rails on the. I don't know. I don't know how long you've been out of Nissan, but on the Armadas and Titans, or the old Infinity. Infinity's been using high pressure fuel pumps for 10 years, 11 years, maybe longer. Cummins mid-power diesels 6.7 ISB, 8.9 ISL. Also use grid heaters. Huh. The first diesel ever made ran off peanut oil. You could cook with peanut oil. You could drive with peanut oil. Damn. Texas is hot, but winter, yeah, February 21st, Fort Worth, black ice. Yeah, that was a crazy time for Texas. Normally up north, people would just, hey BFT, appreciate you, bro. Thank you for coming on. Oh my god, I am definitely, dude. I caught up to the comments. I was going in on the comments where I had to wait for other comments to roll in, and then now I slow way down. Uh, this is gonna be a long Tuesday stream. Texas hot, but yeah, winter. Yeah, that was crazy. Up north, they would have treated it like any other day. Here in Texas, we shut down the whole state. 10 courses, 2.5 gallons. Yeah, something like that. What did I say? 3 gallons or something? Two and a half, three. The color might be for the season. There's winter and summer fuel blends. Red diesel is diet's tax free, used for off road. Oh, so that's why it's illegal, because there's no tax associated to it or um allocated to it. That's messed up. That's crazy. We have modules to monitor modules. Man, we definitely do. We definitely do. There's a module to monitor a module, and then a module to monitor the driver. How insane is that? Our new Flyer Transit buses run the Cummins ISL fluff. I don't know what that is. uh, ISL Cummins. I just know Cummins. I don't know any sizes of the Cummins. 5.9 Cummins. I don't know. What happens if you put gas in a diesel engine? I don't know. Yeah, basically like a toaster element in a spark plug body. I mean, so I was gonna say, can we still call it a spark plug? But it's not sparking, right? It's just constant. Hmm. Interesting. Long stick is a glow plug. Red diesel, purple gas. Purple gas. Purple gas. Glow plugs are like igniter in gas dryers. Gas dryers? Never. Am I that young? Dang. It's a really long, narrow plug. That's crazy. Glow plug consists of metal rod coil made of high resistance material. Usually an alloy containing elements like platinum or tungsten. So we still got some precious metals up in there. Rod is encased in ceramic insulator, which is then threaded into the cylinder head. The tip of the glow plug protrudes. It's like, yeah, it's definitely like a spark plug. It's bad to leave a car in idle. Yes and no. KT3406E is an awesome YouTube channel. What the, like? Wait, that's actually their name, KT3406E. That is crazy. On our vehicles, the moment you unlock your car, the O2C. Wow! Before you even start the car, that is wow. Have you ever eat ham hog? No, Frank. No. Yeah, as long as maintenance has been done on the Ranger. Heck yeah, tough as nails. Nick, Nick, how much does he want it for? What did he say? Oh yeah, he didn't mention the price. Fluff, gotta go. I'm dozing off, and no, I'm not saying you're boring. Just, hey, I feel you. That happens to me too. Yeah, I'll be watching the most interesting thing, and I'll still doze off. I could be, guys. I'll be editing, going in, and then I'm like, oh shit. I'll scroll back to where I last did an edit. Okay. I'm gonna stay up. Boom, man. I need to put my phone down. You're good, Chief. Thank you for coming by. Small Chevy are so cool. My engine 305 and 350. I got a 350. I know that truck. That's a Ford Ranger. Yeah. There used to be a team running a Ranger in Canadian Rally Championship. I heard them damn Rangers, they just don't give up. What up, Nick? Take her easy, Chief. Hi, BFT and Fluffy. Trouble making pups. TMP. What is going on? Man, I'm seeing a bunch of people in here we haven't seen in a very long time. That makes me happy. Yes, the 6.7 Power Stroke is a beast of an engine. Hey, Trouble. Horsepower and torque. Fluffy and them. Huh? Old diesel used to have emergency shutdown and the flap that closed off the intake somewhere mechanical where air power. Ah, see that sounds smart. Sounds very smart. What damage the high pressure fuel pump is lubricated by fuel. Cut the fuel and it's still that makes sense. That makes sense. So at that point, you're replacing the high pressure fuel pump. You're replacing injectors. Replacing the whole fuel system. That's expensive. Fluffy, I have good that concerned me is that illegal people put retreads. What do you mean, Frank? Rubber old wheel. I mean that happens all the time. Uh, Semis retread tires. But some Detroit two-stroke use two-stack blowers, oil blower, and a turbo, and those were considered blown turbo. What do they call them? Ah, man, we were just talking about that today. Not compound, twin charged, twin charged. Have that video. Nap time over here. Y'all have a wonderful night. All right, Porch. You have a good night, bro. Good luck. Good luck tomorrow. Good luck the rest of the week. We'll talk Friday. Two-stroke engine is smell nasty. You see, the old diesels had shut off, built into the intake to choke them. Many people remove them out for fear of accident. Closing. Why would you take out a safety item? You see, I'm going to bed. It's midnight. Have transmission and DPF. Ooh, sounds like money. Sounds like money. Good night, bearded. You have a good night, bearded Fortec. Um, why does a Coyote 5.9 sound so echoey? Flat plane crank, maybe. Peace. I'm gonna see fuel pump driver module FPD. Yes, man. Yeah, we have that on the Armadas, or had that on the Armadas. The only way to add performance to Detroit or two stroke is with the use of a turbo. Huh. Yeah, if it backfires, can run backwards. Sounds like as oh my oh well duh of course because the timing would be so screwed off. Sometimes I ask before I even think. Hydraulic fluids. That's what combust. That's what caused it to go up in flames. I have had mechanics connect the starter backwards, wiring and the engine crank backwards, and it's a nightmare after. Eh, but I mean, it's not gonna. Is it gonna damage anything? I remember one time my school bus caught on smoke. Caught on smoke or caught on fire? Not even gonna ask how they managed that, Turner. I miss home someday. I may move back to Alberta. I'm originally from Tomahawk, Alberta. Tomahawk, Alberta. Yeah, just plug them into the wall. Fluff got to pop out of frost plug. We talking about them being them heaters, right? What does Idaho look like? I've heard is potato come. Yes, potatoes come from Idaho, and Idaho kind of looks like a boot or an L. I'm watching you instead of playing Modern Warfare 2 Call of Duty. I ain't played that in forever. Appreciate you, Jardy. Fluffy, when people drive off without unplugging their, they end up on the road and become snow Sas, Saskatchewan snow snakes. What? Wait, you're talking about the cord becomes snow snakes when the turbo goes in a diesel, flames shoot out the stack. That's that sounds fun. That sounds cool. Tomahawk, huh? I do love my backwards redneck province. Y'all have rednecks? Rednecks in Canada? What? Fuel taxes pay for road repairs. My hard-earned money that the roads don't even get repaired. Yep, and then they want to put up what you call it, toll roads. Like y'all ain't charging enough for fuel already. Damn transmission rebuild. Oh my god, better off replacing that thing. ISO is an 8.96 liter, makes about 280 horsepower, 800 foot-pounds of torque. That's where it's at. You got to let the glow plug warm before turning on the engine. Ooh. ISX ISX 15. Stay away. What is that? What is that? What is it? Propane gas is what farmers can burn. They don't pay fuel taxes on it, but better not burn unless it's. Let me ask you this: how much cheaper is that fuel versus taxed fuel? Nick, as I mean, if you're paying, let's say $3, right? $3, I'm screwing it up. So $200 and see, tax would be about 2 cents. It's a cent and a half or 2 cent difference. 20 cent, almost 20 cents. They're complaining about. Oh my god. Nick as Shopcat says, I have had four Rangers and they run forever. Rust out before they quit. They fall apart before the engine dies. Crazy. I'm gonna rewatch this for. Hey, that's what we here for. And man, there's a whole bunch of educated technicians in the. There ain't no mechanics in here. We all technicians. Educational purposes. Sup, Fluff? What's going on, Anthony? How you doing, bro? Hi, Shopcat. Am I almost at the end? I'm almost at the end. Hell yeah. I'm an awesome I am an awesome channel if you want to ask questions about diesel content wise, not so much. But stream you can ask me any a thing. Yes. Turner don't care. He just bring it. Ask me everything. Ask me everything. Turner's pretty smart too, and he gives a very detailed explanation. Mechanics might disagree, but eye drops are technically. Thank you. Rangers are underpowered though. Hey, but they run. They run. I mean, and y'all know I don't like Ford. I don't like Ford. Even though we're talking about Ford, I don't like Ford. I choose Dodge before I push. How does it go? I push a Chevy before I drive a Ford, something like that, right? Um, but you cannot deny truth unless we're talking about Snap-on. My favorite engine is 305, 350 small block. Small block. I mean, they're nice. They're nice for certain things, but for power, Chevy Silverado is better. Try Ford. Try Ford. Hey, trouble. My pup is on my laptop right now. What? Hold up. I will not put retreads on my semi. What about the trailers? What about the trailers? Ford Power Stroke, Coyote, Predator, Raptor, Cobra, GT500. Dang. Have you ever blown up an engine before? I have. I have a blown up too. Not so proud of both of them. Cost me time and money. Yep. It will damage stuff. If a diesel cranks backwards, valve and cam can. What? Why? Diesel, old diesel rack damage. Why? I mean, because if yeah, either way, if the piston's coming up, I mean, it's still timed, right? Or does timing get all screwy because now the timing chain has tension on the other side? I don't even know how diesels are timed. I Do they use timing chains or timing gears or what? Shopcat, give your pups pets from mine. Give your pup pets from mine. Oh, uh, what do you call a mechanic knife? Cutting edge. Diesel. Turner's on it tonight. So I've sold 5 tractors in the last week. Fellas took one away at 5:30 for 150. I had never run the thing. 5 hours later, just sent me a video cutting grass. Sweet. Damn, for 150. Wait, a tractor for $150? What? I can vouch for that. Turner or Sayer, always answering questions in his live stream. And he's starting to get the views up too. He is definitely starting to get more traction on his live streams. I am Canadian redneck bushman. Can do he sends pets back. Can do TMP he sends pets back. Electrical fires are usually what causes a semi to catch fire in a collision. They may have gasoline to power a small generator on board as well. But I always see it like in the engine compartment. Shopcat, he said, "Woof." Have you seen that guy that put a 12? Yes. Oh, what is his name? I just read. He just bought a jet boat. He just yeah. What's his name? Somebody help me out. What's his name? What's his name? What's his name? Big guy, big guy, big country guy. I don't remember his name. Damn it. Look at it closely. The cool thing. A friend of mine helped build that. Uh, Coal stain. Really? Shopcat, really? God, what's his name? Nobody's answering. What's his name? What's his name? What's his name? Big guy. Big guy. Man. Fluffy. Thank you, Frank. Alberta is Canada's Texas. Really? I love your hat. Thank you. Thank you. Even though it's on backwards, thank you. What does an engine blow up sound like? I mean, it didn't blow up. I just say it blew up because I did some things and it started knocking and compression was lost and well, I had to put a new engine in it. Wasn't gonna rebuild it. Oh, good question, Fluffy. On the propane gas, our fuel is taxed to the nuts. Probably a third to what the fuck, man? That's too. What? It's too much. Frank couldn't help him, so I thought he was gonna get through one stream without the compliments. I know, Paul P. The trailer tires are not my say. Can you tell when they're retreads if they're not sold to you as retreads? Is there a way to tell? Why am I asking that? I'm sure there's DOT dates on there. Raging. Not only did the storm destroy my garden, just really realized sump pump not shutting off. Sump pump on air conditioning. What sump pump we talking about? Dude, it really hit y'all that hard, huh? Hey, Shopcat. Joe Mama, the Ranger 233.0 overhead and 4.0 are underpowered. The 4.0 overhead cam has all kinds of power. All kinds of power? All kinds. Joe Mama got to get the 4.0, the 4.0 liter. Yeah, it's like the 4.0, the 5.0. Do they have a 6.0? No. Let's see. And I forgot to say, hey, quick ranch. Westland Chaplin, that's his name. I just realized one of his videos popped up today, and I just realized I wasn't subscribed to him. I was like, man, I ain't seen this dude in forever. But yeah, Westland Chaplin, something like that. Yeah, dude's crazy. Most big diesels use gears for timing. Okay, so not timing chains. Although I think the Cummins 5.0 in Nissan is timing chain driven. I don't know. Hey, back. Let me see. Looks like my Zoller needs a new suit. What's a Zoller? What about Whistling Diesel? Whistling Diesel? He's crazy. He just likes to piss people off. And he does a good job doing it. Yes, you can. Do they have it stamped on the tire? I can confirm that Alberta is Canadian Texans. We do everything big there. Have the world's largest rodeo and stampede. Oh, nice. Basement pump. Oh, see, I forgot houses had basements. I haven't seen a basement since I was back there in the 208. I'm laying under the Scion, putting a power steering pump. Hey, are you actually, or are you paying more attention to the stream? Y'all ever do that? Where y'all are working? Like sometimes on Thursdays, if I'm still at the shop while JT's on and I'm working, I catch myself just tuned in and looking at my TV. Man, all right, I need to get to work. Is that pump in the lower part of the passenger between engine and firewall? That's where ours are on the V6s. Oh, actually on all of them. Pain in the butt. I bet it does. Stay fluffy, amigo, and chubby. Always chubby. Is it? It's illegal to put them as steers on it. Yeah, I heard that. I heard that. But uh, drives and trailer tires. That's crazy though. That is crazy. And I've seen how they do it. Oh, super crazy. Oh, why did this pop up on me? Only the Cummins baby Nissan, the GMC, as far as I know, are timed by chain. It's not a baby. It's V8. Retreads are obvious. Should have an R on the tire, but can see line on sidewall. That's obvious. That is a retread. It's crazy how they can hold up though. Hold up to RPM. I don't know how long they hold up for, but it's crazy that they can hold up at all. Hey Fluffy, did we already answer the question for the stream? Yes, yes. Let's see what. Let's ask it again. In y'all's opinion, yeah, 28 people in here. That's what's up. 27 people, 31 likes. Y'all doing great. Um, what makes a mechanic a technician, guys? What makes a technician? What makes a mechanic a technician, guys? Shit is dumb. Almost everything nowadays, dumb, dumb, dumb. It's already in. You finishing up already? Putting fluid in? What, that illegal? I've seen many retreads bust on the road. Are those the ones that become yeah, they just you know what I hate? When people obviously see tread in the road and they still run it over and they kick it back up at you. It's annoying. Thank you. No parts cannon roulette. Mechanic versus technician. So a mechanic is gonna play Russian or parts cannon roulette versus a technician is gonna verify that that is the part that needs to go on and that is going to fix it. Yes. Share your answer anyways. Please, we would love to hear. I thought I was still troubleshooting. Troubleshooting. Yes, we know how to troubleshoot. And what I said earlier is we can normally um, find the issues without our resources due to experience. But if we ever need any resources, we know what to look for and how to look for it. Now, does every technician know everything? No. Are technicians open to information, new information? Are we open to learning new um, new systems? Hell yes. A mechanic kind of bottlenecks himself, right? Technician is always learning, always learning. Give me more, 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 more. Whistling diesel starter pack, tank monster, max G wagon, garage, helicopter, indoor. That is crazy. He's doing so much crazy stuff. You can be a technician is in anything Joe days nowadays. True, true. Now this is the golden question. This is the golden question. Okay, and I'm gonna do this in a poll, and then we're gonna shut it down. Start a poll. Uh, uh, uh. Be a yes or no. Boom. Okay. Road gators. Road gators can damage any vehicle. Man, they'll scare the hell out of me. I will dodge them anytime I can. As a mechanic, I take offense. Now, okay, now that's another thing we say. We say we all started off as mechanics and we grew up into technicians. It's like being a kid and growing up to be an adult. Started off as a mechanic, we became technicians. Can make no, I cannot. Frank, no. LOL. Thank you, Fluffy. Sometimes parts cannon roulette is cheaper though. By the time you get through the Cummins troubleshooting tree, spend more on labor than just swap. Okay, Frank, thank you. But of course, I work for so no customers to yell at me. We used to do that under warranty. Why diagnose it? Just throw a part at it. But when it came down to a customer, when you're playing, not playing with customers' money, but when it's a customer, when customers' money is involved, um, you better be correct on your first diagnosis, and it better fix the vehicle. Because if not, you may end up re-diagnosing for free and making the repair for free. Why? Because it's punishment. You didn't check the vehicle right. I tell you what, comebacks will make you better and quicker. um, Says while a mechanic primarily focuses on repairing, maintaining mechanical systems, a technician can have a wider range of skills and may specialize in a particular area beyond mechanics. Very true. Technicians often possess a more comprehensive understanding of complex systems and utilize advanced tools and technologies to perform their work. Oh my God, Turner getting all crazy on me. Here in Canada, you need to be licensed to work on someone else's vehicle legally for money, technically, but you can do it under the table, right? Uh, no, Frank, nope, I can't. Shopcat, that's a good point. Unless you are doing warranty work, Big Red doesn't like to give away long blocks. Frank Smith, you're gonna get blocked, bro. That older car is, I don't know. When it comes to diagnosing an older car, I struggle in that area. I'm new age technician. So we got how many votes? We got 13 votes. Does a technician need ASCs to be a tech? I worded that wrong. Does a mechanic need ASCs to be a technician? 23% of y'all said yes. 79%. Oh, it changed again. So the majority no. That's very true. Very true. Because you could diagnose the hell out of a vehicle. But when it comes to tricky ASC questions, that becomes a challenge sometimes. Now, here's where things could get a little weird. You could have an ASC technician that cannot diagnose, meaning they cannot transfer their knowledge from a paper or they can't apply it into the real world. I've seen both sides of it. I've seen good technicians. You see, you think everybody in my dealership is ASC certified? But we are all technicians. We all have the proper training. As long as you're in the main shop, you either got a master tech train you or you've gone through the Nissan training. So therefore, that makes everybody in the shop a technician. ASCs are just for that when it comes to Nissan. The poll. Ask me just be creative and work order notes. But yeah, you're right. My shop has almost no fuel testing stuff. There's always a fuel pressure relief valve. That was artificial. Oh, it looked like an L. AI answer, Fluffy, not mine. I disagree with AI. I'm using Chat GP to fix my spell. Oh, I was like, damn, Turner just went all freaking Harvard on me. I was like, what the hell? I can barely read these words. That's why I'm a technician, guys. I don't mess with the big old words. Some guys just naturally know how to fix things, but panic when you put a test in front of them. That is true. I have. Yeah, yeah, man. So yeah, you know what? I think that's gonna be it for tonight, guys. We spent 2 hours on a Tuesday, the longest I've ever been on a Tuesday. Oh my god, it got crazy. I wanted to touch on another topic, but that's gonna be it for tonight. I don't want to put this guy on blast any more than I already did. But if you've seen the where I had to teach somebody about milliamps in a short video, and you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, feel free to check it out. It's one of the shorts that was uploaded yesterday. Try to tell me I'm wrong when it comes to my decimals. I'm a mechanic. I can't spell. Thank God for I. Dude, so sometimes I get like dyslexic type deal. Yeah. Bye Oswaldo. Good night, Turner. Night, Atacio. TMP. Everyone have a good night. Yes. Everybody else in the chat, y'all have a good night, and we will see y'all Friday. Hell yeah.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow.